John Kavakis here for My Take. And today I want to talk to you about Esval's Cisitalia DF85 Coupe. Now, Cisitalia was an Italian company, started right after the war in 1946 by an Italian industrialist. And they started out by putting racing bodies on modified Fiat chassis. And that kind of set the tone for the company. They had some success. In 1947, they introduced an iconic car. It was called the 202 GT. One of the most beautiful cars made to date that a lot of people thought. And it had a heavy influence on styling going into the 50s and the 60s. It was a very successful car, but it was coach built. It was expensive. They only made 107 of them. And Cisitalia ran into some problems. You know, they were very successful at racing. They were associated with names like Nuvolari and GP racing. They just did very well, but they never made a lot of money. They moved from Italy to Argentina, back to Italy again, back to Argentina, and you know, they had some success here and there, but they never really made it big, but they were trying, and they kept that model of modified bodies on Fiat chassis, and in 1961 they came out with the DF85. Now this car was made in Argentina, built from a Fiat 1500S 750 chassis. It had a 1401 cc engine. It was a fairly powerful engine, but the car was very lightweight, and that made for very nimble handling and fairly quick for its times. And the company folded in 1965. But they made some of the DF85s in 1961. It's a beautiful car, and Esval's given us a model in 143rd. Now we'll get it on the turntable here in just a second, and we get it dusted off. I use a cosmetic brush for that. I don't want to put scratches on it, and this is very gentle. Put on this, and let's take a look at it. So, you know, the car is, what I gotta tell you, the first thing that pops out is the paint. Now this paint has a very light, very intricate, metallic look to it. It's really hard to see on the camera, but here under the lights, it's just a beautiful paint job. The paint radiates. There are a lot of details that are picked out. The little Cisitalia emblem on the front of the hood, the scoop on the front of the hood, the surround around the windshield, very delicate, very much to scale. Windshield wipers are done beautifully. The mirror and the door handles are just little gems. The chrome is bright and lustrous, and you know, one thing that Esval has always done well is on the lensing, and they've done that same thing here. The grille has depth and dimension to it. The wheels are good. They're good representations of it. They could be a little bit better. I think there could be maybe a little bit more dimension and depth to the wheels. The hood scoop is nicely blacked out. It looks like it actually goes into the hood, and even the script in front of the hood scoop is very well done, as are the emblems in the back. It's just a beautiful little car. The car comes in two colors. It comes in this bright red and in a bright blue. And I got to tell you something, the blue paint is just as spectacular as the red. Now, I can see the interior detail on the blue one because it's a light color. The windows are up, you know, it's a pet peeve of mine. On the dark one, on the red one with the black interior, it's a lot harder to see the interior detail. But the interior detail on this blue one is just superb. The wood rimmed steering wheel is beautifully done. Detail on the seats is done, and the dash is very well picked out. So this is a pretty nice model. I think Esval's done a fantastic job, and I'm just amazed at how beautiful the paint is. To me, this paint job is worth the purchase price of the car because they've done something incredible here. So let's get on to the 5-star ratings. For fidelity, I'm going to give it a 5. It looks very much like the pictures that I saw. Trim and badging, I'm giving that a 5. It's just a beautiful job on these. Color, 5. I don't have much to go by, but the paint is spectacular. Interior detail, I'm going to give it a 4. I would give it a 5 if they both had light color interiors and I could see them. I have a hard time seeing the detail on the red one. Wheels and covers, I'm going with a 4, and a value at $109.95. I'm giving that a 5 as well. That gives us an overall rating of 28, which puts the My Take 5-star rating at 4.5. That's 4.5 for Esval's Cisitalia DF85 Coupe. Thanks for spending time with me. I'll talk to you later.